Hey, crafty friends, how are you? My name is Marlene, and this is Marley Grace Creations. Welcome. And if you're watching me from YouTube, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks for being here. Tonight, what we're going to do is take this wooden house. I'm going to take this wooden house and this rolling pin and some paint and do something special on this and use my grandmother's sugar cookie, well, it's not a sugar cookie recipe, it's pecan sandy recipe. First thing I'm going to do though is get this tag off this. I cannot stand to have tags. Hey Nancy, how are you? Can't stand to have tags on my stuff on the back. I can't stand it. I don't know why. I just don't like it. Especially people who paint over it, and then if it comes off later, it leaves a spot. That's kind of a pet peeve of mine. How are you, Nancy? Did you get something good for dinner? Hadn't been long since I saw you. I don't think anybody else has hopped on yet. Who else has hopped on? Oh, it says I don't see anybody yet. Let's see here. First thing I'm going to do is paint this house dark. Hey, Diane, how are you? I'm going to paint it black, and then I'm going to paint it cream or plaster. Maybe buttercream. Let's see here. I may have enough buttercream left to do that and distress it somewhat. Hey, Kathy, how are you? Welcome, you guys. I haven't been on this page in a while. Let me just get some dark paint on this, and then when I put white over top of it, distress it, it'll look good and it'll be easy to do. I don't know what color I'll do the roof and all that, but right now let's just get this dark on it, and I can worry about that later. Let me pull you down just a little bit. Can you guys see? Well, you can, but not good. But as I put this down and work on it, I'll put that down a little more too. I hope everybody's had a good day. Who all was off of work today? I know it was a holiday. The banks were closed. No, were the banks closed today? Were the banks closed today? Yes, the banks were closed today. I was going to say we went to the bank, but we went to the drive-thru. Hey, Diane. Has everybody got their Christmas put away? I'm telling you, it's a lot more fun to put out than it is to put away, isn't it? I always just can't wait. I wanted to do it early this year so bad, and I just could not wait. And then it wasn't but a few weeks. I couldn't wait to get it put away. Hey, Jennifer. How are you? I'm just getting some black on this, and then when I go over it with some white and distress it a little bit, I'm going to put my grandmother's. The reason I have this little sweet recipe, the reason I thought about this, I'm going to set this in my kitchen. My grandmother used to make some cookies at Christmas time every year, and they're called pecan sandies, and they taste just like the wedding cookies in the store. And that's one of my favorite cookies. And I called my aunt, texted my aunt rather, a few days ago, and I said, do you happen to have Mama's pecan sandy cookie recipe? And she said, actually, I do. I said, would you please text that to me? She said, sure. So she did. And it printed out really small. Now, I could have folded with it and made it bigger. I just haven't done that yet. I eventually will. So I thought, I printed a few copies, and I'm going to put that on this house and a rolling pin. Now, her rolling was always a certain color. She had one rolling pin, and it stayed in a glass mason jar. She just stuck it down in a glass mason jar on her counters where it stayed most of the time. I'm good, Jennifer. Let me get this dry. So I'm just going to put a rolling pin on here. Hey, Linda. I hope everybody's had an awesome day. Who goes back to work tomorrow? I think tomorrow most everything gets back to normal. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Cheryl. How are you, my friend? Hey, Brenda. I want to make sure this is good and dry before I... You're not late, Patty. All I'm doing right now is putting some black paint on this little house. With my private group today, I made a bunch of molds, and I was going to come on here tonight and do something with them. And I'm going to wait and do that with that group because I just couldn't make up my mind. And you've been sick? Oh my goodness, Cheryl. Thanks for sprinkling me out, girl. Okay, let's see if that's, let me get up there in the cracks. There we go. You got sick the day after Christmas? Oh my goodness, that's not good. At least you got through Christmas, but still, oh my. Okay, I want to take some chalk paint and go over this, and I'm not sure if I'm going to cover it all, cover it and wipe it back, or sand it back. I'm not sure. Hi, Doris, how are you? Thanks for hopping on, you guys. This is, I'm doing this with a sweet little keepsake. That was my grandmother's recipe. Hey, Christy. Hey, Maureen. Let's see, what brush do I want to use? I think I'm going to use this chip brush for that. I need some paper. I want to get most of that paint off so I can kind of dry brush over this. And I don't know how much white I'll put on here. I'm just going to kind of decide as I go. Hey, Wanda. How are you? And I have no idea what I'm going to do to the roof yet. Of course, the chimney's going to be red. Let's do the chimney red. Oh, no. Let me get these sides done. Hey, Teresa. I see there's an H in there. Am I saying that right? Am I saying... I said Teresa. Is it Teresa or Theresa? I'm good, girl. How are you doing? Okay. Let's see. I don't know how much white I want on here. I did get new glasses. I can see. I did. I've let my hair grow some and got new glasses, so I probably look kind of strange. I haven't been on here a whole lot. Yes, I did. Hey, Donna. I might want this white and then sand it back some. Is what I'm gonna do, because I don't want it to look nasty, and that's what it was looking like. So let me get that done. There is a difference in distressing grunge, and I mean sometimes you can distress certain things and they just look nasty, and this was doing that. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas and New Year's. Goodness gracious, it's like it all just flew by. Is it just me that feels like that? I feel like it just flew by. Oh yeah, that's better. I can see a little through that, but when I sand some of that, it's going to show more, and that'll be better. And I may leave the roof black too, but I can go back over that and do it. So, see, not all of it. I'm just getting the roof, since it's going to stay black. I'm not sure why my phone is not charging. Hold on a minute. But it's not. I think I've unplugged something. I'll be right back. Well, I hope something hasn't happened to my cord. Looks like it might be charging now. My time on earth is flying by faster than I want it to. Me too, Diane. It just, every day, I mean, every night I go to bed and think, wow, it went by so fast. Every day I feel like that. And I don't know, maybe I've got, my kids say, you have too much on your plate. You need to slow down. You need to rest more. I'm like, yeah, well, I could, but nobody's going to get done what I need to do if I do that, right? It is pretty amazing. And from what I understand, listen to older people, it goes by faster than, as we get older, it goes by faster, right? Too much to do. I know, too much to do. You're right about that. Now, what do I do with my black? How do I look? Right there it is. Hey, Peggy. I hope my phone is charging, y'all. That kind of worries me a little bit. I may have another cord over there. Let me see this. Hold tight, y'all. Just, uh-oh. I was about to end the live broadcast. Hey, Lisa. 55. Girl, I'm almost 69. You're still a little kiddo. All right, let's hope for the best. It looks like it's charging, so I'm hoping it is. Taran. You have the same first name as last name. That's interesting. Hey, Paula. When you're painting something and you don't want it to go to under an edge, the best thing you can do is take your brush and go sideways. Because if not, if you try to just paint it the way you normally paint something, you're just going to get it on your stuff. I don't care how easy you are. But if you just take the edge of your brush, see how clean that is? It doesn't look like it right there, does it? I think I stuck my finger there, but I'll clean that up. I was thinking I would paint this the same color my grandmother's house, but it was white with, let's see, 84, meds and busy, oh, let's see. Take no meds and busy all the time. Me too, girl. I'm just busy as a bee all the time. Hey, Phyllis. I know. I stay too busy, though. I know I do, but I don't have anything I can give up. What do you do? What do you do? If you, I mean, there's nothing. Hey, Sonia, how are you? There's nothing you can give up. So, you know. I go to bed at night and didn't even accomplish everything I wanted to do in a day. Let me clean that up. I don't like the way that looks. Where's my buttercream? Here it is. Do y'all do that? Do y'all have goals during the day and then go to bed and think, you think what's awesome, Lisa? That we stay busy all the time? I do, that's for sure. I'm good. My grandson got saved last night. Oh, awesome. That is awesome, Lisa. Girl, that's an ultimate gift right there. They don't get no better than that kind. You can't buy that stuff. Yeah, me too. Me too. I just go all the time. But you know, there's days now that I don't feel like doing some things. But I'm not as picky as I used to be either, and I let them go a little bit. But my kids still think I can just do everything I always did. And I'm thinking, y'all, you'd say I'm too busy, and then you want me to do this and that and keep grandkids. And best way to start a new year? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, y'all, thank you so much. I woke up this morning with 4,000 followers. And it's because of you guys. I don't do that. That's on y'all. That is awesome. I certainly don't feel like I deserve that. Hey, Judy. Hey, Norma. And my goal for this year is Rags to Riches. That's a pretty cool name. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you, thank you. Okay, let me try to clean it up. Didn't work so good. That's okay. We're going to clean it up this way. We're going to make it happen. My grandmother always had a rolling pin, and the handles were red. So this little rolling pin is going to be the same as hers always was. This is just about, I know this is boring, y'all. The fun stuff is coming. I promise. I promise. I promise. Watching somebody just paint white and paint black is not fun. Oh, good, Minnie. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for joining us tonight. Hey, Ava, how are you? I haven't been on this page in a while. Oh, thank you. This is going to be pretty simple, actually, but it's still going to be adorable. I just kept thinking about this little recipe, and it printed out so small, and I'm thinking, it'll be perfect on this. And I can set it in my kitchen, and my kitchen's black and white anyway. Thank you so much, Judy. Okay. What we have right now is a white house with a black roof. Pretty boring, right? It'll get better, I promise. I promise, I promise. Okay, let's see. It needs a red chimney, right? Hey, Stacy. And while I have my red paint in my hand, I'll go ahead and do the rolling pin too. So let me go ahead and get the chimney done and set this aside to dry. Hey, Jill, how are you? It's so good to see some of y'all hopping on. I haven't seen some of you in a while. But it's going to be a good year, y'all. It's going to be a good year. I can feel it in my bones. It might as well be. I think you can take the recipe. I can do it myself on the computer, but when it printed this small, I thought, well, it'd be perfect for a craft project. I just need to go in my email and resize it and print it later, and I will. But it's perfect for this, so I just thought I'd leave it like it is for right now. But you make enlargements where? Where did you say, Patty? At the UPS store? Huh. That's good to know. Hey, Betty, how are you? Hey, Jerry. Jerry's on. Y'all, I know I said today that I would come on tonight and use some of those molds that I made this morning, but I just wasn't feeling it, you know? So I'll wait and do that in the private group with y'all when I do those. Let me just touch this up, make sure it's neat looking. You know, it's one of those things after you get all done and you see something, you think, wow, I wish I'd straightened that out then. Okay, so far so good. White house, black roof, red chimney. I think I feel the weather in my bones. Do you, Stacy? Hey, Ruth. Okay, let me set this aside and let that dry while I work on this. What I'm going to do first is, I don't think this comes off. I'm going to stain this rolling pin like it was used, you know, loved. Let me find a tray here. Let me get some stain. I'm just going to use a little bit of paint and some water. Oh, that was too much paint. That's okay. I'll use it for something else. And some water. And I'm just going to take, what I did, I meant to put a drop, but that's okay. Whole lot of water. I've got black. I've got black water in there, so where's my napkin I had over here? Let me just pour it out right here. Okay, I'm just going to take a little dab of that and a whole lot of water. And that might not be dark enough. See how watery that is? That is paint stain. That's what, this may not be dark enough. I don't want it to be dark brown. I just, you know how a natural rolling pin is used a lot? That's how I want it to look. I'm just mixing it up. I do a lot of oh girl, fibromyalgia is rough. My daughter has that. And from what I understand, there's not a whole lot they can do for it, right? I have arthritis. I have psoriatic arthritis. I have just regular arthritis. And I have to take shots all the time for my hands, but my hands are perfect right now. This time last year, my hands were so bad. I was painting furniture a lot, and I could hardly do it because my hands were raw and bloody. It was so bad. But I started taking Trimfaya. See, that's not dark brown. It just looks like it's been made a lot of biscuits, right? I know, my daughter has that too. So we're going to pretend she made a whole lot of biscuits with this little rolling pan. I should say cookies, since it's going to be, just want to get it good and dry. Anella, how pretty is that? Thank you for coming on. I don't think I've seen that name before. Okay, that's probably dry enough to fool with that. Okay, and you know, back in the day, rolling pins weren't a pretty berry red or a deep red. They were red, right? So, oh, I have a lot of stuff my grandmother, now she didn't use this rolling pin. This is just going to be a pretend rolling pin that's going to look like hers. But the recipe she really did use all the time, every Christmas. Every Christmas. I need to be real careful and not get it on the rolling pin because it doesn't come apart. And I could tape it off, but I'm just going to be real careful. I have my mother's rolling pin. It looks worn like that. The handles are green. Oh, goodness. And it makes me wonder if she loved it red, if she painted it red, because she crafted all the time. My grandmother painted, if she had a pair of shoes she didn't like the color of, she just painted them. She made t-shirts. My granddaddy cut out wood. I used to go to her house and craft with her for hours. And my granddaughter comes here and crafts with me for hours. It's pretty crazy how it works, right? Hey, Wendy. Okay, let me get that side dry. And it was red like that, too. It was bright red. Worn out, but bright red. My phone hasn't warned me anymore. I guess it is charging. I can't really tell. I go to the rheumatologist and pain clinic. I can't take anti-inflammatories because, oh gosh, girl. That is rough stuff, rough news. I know. Well, I can't take ibuprofen, which does me more good than anything else, because I take meloxicam for arthritis. So because of the meloxicam, I cannot take anything but Tylenol, which hardly helps. So it's catch-22. But I'm not complaining. It could be way, way worse. It can't be too bad because I don't never sit still. The only time I ever even turn the TV on is if I'm sick during the day, which is like once or twice a year. And when I go to bed at night, if I'm not exhausted, I cut the TV on and watch it a while. Hey, Connie, how are you? I've got so much black in that water, it's just not liking it. Hold on. I have been working in this craft room. Blood clots. Phew. Hey, Emma. How are you? My goodness, this brings back memories. This is looking just like my grandmother's rolling pin, y'all. Just like it. Emma, I am making this rolling pin look like my grandmother's. And I'm putting her pecan sandy cookie recipe on this little house. Hey, Miss Betty. Let's see. I don't have her rolling pin. I guess my aunt has it. I might get it one day, but no, I don't. You missed a private group. It's okay. You didn't get a notification. Oh my goodness. For any of you that think you're following me, if you go up and touch the screen anywhere, there's 3 dots right up there. If it says follow, that means you need to touch it if you want to follow me or if you think you are. And touch that and hit follow, and you will be following me if that's what you choose to do. And when I go live, you should get a notification. But what you also need to do is when you hit those 3 buttons, it'll say turn on live notifications. It should be there. Sometimes it is. Then hit that and you will get notified when I go live. I tell you, sometimes it's hit and miss. And in the private group, thanks for the stars. Whoever sent me stars, thank you so much. In the private group, we're having a hard time just seeing comments. It's awful. I've had to have an admin go the last 2 times and change a setting so we can see all the comments. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Okay, that looks good. Seems like there should be some worn places or something. I might have to take some sandpaper to that real quick. I want that to be a little bit worn out looking. Hey, Jamie. Hey, Lane. How are you, my friend? This makes this thing look like it's made a lot of biscuits or a lot of cookies. That's loud, I know. I'm sorry, y'all. How are you, Elaine? I haven't seen you lately. I've missed you. Okay, look at that. That's better. See, it's kind of worn. That's the way it looks, right? When it's really used. Okay. Now, this little house, let's see. There's probably something I need to do to it. I don't know. Let me get some. Let me get the recipe. Here's the recipe. Isn't that cute? And if you look at it good, and I hope it doesn't mess it up putting it on here since it was printed on my printer, but it was yesterday. If you can look at that really good, see all this, that's kind of like where stuff was sitting and it's stained with probably Crisco or butter, and that is her handwriting. So I'm excited. Let me cut this out. I loved my grandmother. She was Mamaw. She wasn't grandmother. I'm going to leave this just a little extra along the edges in case I need to do something to it. I hope my aunt's watching. I'm not sure if she is. Sometimes she does. Happy New Year to you too. Your husband is not well. Oh no. Does he have COVID or what's wrong? My grandmother was Mamaw and my granddaddy was Papaw. And they both lived to be, let's see, one was 86 and one was 87. Oh, Emma, thank you for the stars. Okay, I am going to distress the edges of this with a little bit of ink. And I'm going to have to put it, now I don't have a bunch of copies of this, so I've got to not ruin it. I got to be careful. Hey, Lisa. Oh, I'm getting a little bit too much ink, but that's how I should have done it, I guess. Lisa, this is Mamaw's cookie recipe. My aunt sent it to me yesterday, so I'm making something. Hey, Margaret. I put a little bit too much ink. That's okay. I'm not sure how to thin that out. Let me try something. Hey, Brenda. Let me try. Since that's printed, it won't. There we go. Get an ink pen. That's a pencil. Wow. Oh, there's one. Okay, that fixed it. There we go. It's a little much ink, but it's supposed to look gold. It's okay. Now I'm going to put some Mod Podge on here. Hey, Rita. Let's see. I need a piece of saran wrap. Well, that one's not open. Let's see. Where's that plastic wrap? I get this stuff at the Dollar Tree, and that is the best stuff ever to put stuff down on your Mod Podge. Okay, let me get a clean brush. Let me just use the sponge brush. Let's see. The doctor had me on gabapentin 3 times a day. A lot of people take gabapentin. Hey, Rita. Let's see. I went to the Hobby Lobby. Oh, goodness. Did you? 90% off Christmas. I spent. Oh, girl. Our store has so much. I was going to go today. And I just, I wanted to do this live, and I just couldn't fit it in. I just couldn't fit it in. But my dad's having heart catheterization in the morning. And I'm going to go ahead and put Mod Podge over all of this, and that'll kind of protect that. And then when I put this down, I'm not going to top coat it. Not for a while anyway, because I'm afraid I'll distort it or smear it. So I don't want to mess it up. So this is just a good protectant right here. I went yesterday. Hey, Sherry. I went yesterday, but it was 70 or 75% off, and I got a few things, but not much. But they still have quite a bit. So if I have time, if my dad's not going to be in the hospital all day tomorrow, I don't know how long that takes. I may run by there. Okay. I've got to get this down exactly in the right spot. So let me get this down. There we go. There we go. I hope it's straight enough. If not, the rolling pin will hopefully make up for it. Well, it's not real straight, but it's okay. There we go. There's the recipe. And this will look cute sitting on the counter too. Now I'm going to put the rolling pin on. Hey, Johnny. Did you see what Kim did today? Kim, no. I think I might have saw it later. Stood in line an hour and 45 minutes to check out. Oh my gosh. Questioning your sanity. You need to, girl. How funny. I don't think I did, Stacy. Okay. I'm going to use E6000, and I was going to use hot glue too and stabilize it with hot glue, except I didn't plug my hot glue in. I guess I could, but it's just a little late for that now, you know. But that's okay. This is going to be flush to the counter. I took gabapentin a while. Okay, let me get this straight. Is it even on there? Touching. Yes, it is. And that'll help stand up and all that stuff. Let's see here. Oh, cute. There we go. I can't pick it up, y'all, because, hold on a minute. Because the rolling pin is not, there we go. There we go. Hey, Sheila. Minnesota. Rocher. I've never heard of that. Minnesota. MN, right? Minnesota. Thanks for the heart, y'all. I love it. I think it's cute. Dana sprinkled. Thank you, Dana. I am going to make sure that this is straight, because once it dries, it's not going nowhere. It's got to be straight on there and straight on my counter. There we go. I love it too. Now the recipe is a little wrinkledy, but that should lay down. Yeah, that should lay down. And see, when I set this on my counter in my kitchen, I'll always have this recipe too. Thank you so much. Thanks, y'all. I appreciate the stars. Appreciate you hopping on. And you guys, we have a private group. Some of you who are in here tonight are in the private group. We do all kinds of different stuff in the private group besides just craft. We're getting ready to put a winter vignette together for a dining room table, paint some furniture, all kinds of crazy stuff we do. I've had recipes. Today we poured molds. Tomorrow we're going to put molds on stuff. Anyway, if that sounds like something you want to do and join us, it is $10 a month. I had thought about going up at the first of the year, but I have not. Everything else is going up. I'm certainly not. I'm telling you what, I went to the grocery store today. Oh my gosh. There was no cream cheese. Excuse me. There was no cream cheese at all. Let's see. Hardly any cat food. A pack of rolls was almost $5 just for a single layer pack of like the dinner rolls that you pull apart. Thank you, Sherry. Oh, I need a haircut so bad, girl. Phew. I just haven't taken time, and I really don't know if I want it cut short again or not. And eggs. Oh my gosh. Eggs were, I feel like I'm tucked under there with y'all. Eggs were $6 and something for 12 and almost $9 and something for 18. I came home and told my husband, I said, oh my gosh, $6.50 for a dozen eggs. I know, it's crazy. Eggs are outrageous, and we eat a lot of eggs. I love eggs. I mean, that's one of those staple things in my house. And cream cheese, you know, I used to get, well, it had gotten a little bit expensive. And what I think I'm seeing is a lot of things in the grocery store. That looks like it's white right there. Is it? Or is that the light? That's the light, I guess. What I'm seeing, I think, in the grocery store is when things are totally gone, then when they bring it back, it has a new price. And people are not noticing it as much. They've got to do something. And I asked somebody in the grocery store, and he said, well, it's probably new packaging or the price is changing. I said, yeah, price is probably changing. I don't think that Philadelphia cream cheese's package is ever going to change, you know. Hellman's mayonnaise over $7. Well, Duke's is what? Almost $5 for, you know, the fat jar. Not the fat big jar like at Sam's, but I know, it's crazy. I told my husband, I said, we're going to have to start making our own bread and having a garden and cooking more beans and all that stuff. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. Well, you know, it happens. Our ancestors probably have had it a whole lot worse, you know, whole lot worse. We just have been spoiled rotten. I have. I know I'm spoiled, so. Anyway, you guys, enough of that. Thanks for hopping on. If you're watching me right now, you're watching live. There's that red live button's up there. If you're not, if you're watching me right now and that live button's not there, chances are you are, then you're watching the replay. Thank you for watching the replay. And if you don't mind, do me a favor and type in #replay when you go to watch the live. Thank you for the stars, you guys. They're always appreciated. Oh, chicken coop. We have several friends that have started chicken coops. And so I'll buy eggs from them. Good night, Stacy. Sweet dreams. I'll buy eggs from them. So, you know, I'd rather have fresh eggs and give them their money. So, your neighbors are getting chickens. Good. Buy your eggs from them. And, I don't know. I can eat meat, take it or leave it. So, I don't know. Anyway. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. And one of these days, Jesus will come back and we're all going to be out of here anyway. Is the best way I know to look at it. So I don't really care. Anyway, y'all, thanks for hopping on. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Jerry. That's right, Rita. Okay, and I'm glad I got to share my grandmother's sweet recipe with you. Now, I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to make these cookies for real. It's okay, Terry. Terry, you sent me a picture of something that Kim did today too. And Stacy just mentioned what Kim did. I'm going to have to go look at it good. My sister raises chickens and my nephews are getting cows. Oh, good. Y'all just share the love. Just share the love, Sherry. Hey, Kathy, you're just coming on. I hate to leave. All you guys are just hopping on. I could do another craft and just hang out. Good night. Good night, Teresa. Okay, you guys, I really do need to go. Watch the replay. This was just a sweet little craft using my grandmother's cookie recipe. And Emma, I'm going to go upstairs and make these cookies. And if they turn out like they did when she did them, then tomorrow I'll give everybody the recipe in the private group. How's that? 5 dozen and paid $4 at Walmart. $24. $24. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Yeah, you're in the group. Have fun making cookies. I will. Watch the replay. Make sure, Patty, if you watch the replay, you type hashtag replay. If you have any questions, I'll check on you and check all the messages and answer them later. Thanks for hopping on, you guys. I've missed you. Talk to you soon. Sweet dreams.